So this exercise is actually one of the most fun exercises in the whole class. It's also very demanding. It requires a lot of attention to detail. It's not an easy exercise, but it's a lot of fun. So the first thing you need to do is, observe this image very well. It's obviously Denzel Washington and Jennifer Lopez. It's obviously taken outdoors. There's a lot of sun. It's a beautiful day, so we can see all that. What you need to do is, if you're a girl, have a friend who happens to be a good photographer or has a good eye, take a picture of you while you're nicely dressed. You have to look nice. Makeup and all that stuff outdoors on a sunny day. Hopefully, there will be a sunny day during this week. And then try to mimic, how JLo is standing. And then once you're done, you have to replace your image instead of her so that it will be you, Denzel Washington, is hugging and not her. And if you're a guy, it's the other way around. Same thing. Let your friend take a picture of you while you're outside. Wear a nice suit with jeans, that could work. And then, replace yourself right here. So there are little things to pay attention to, like, the hands that are on the waist and on the shoulder. Let's look at what I've done, and then we'll make decisions from there. So in my case, I didn't take a picture of myself, but I found an image of Kate Middleton online, and I'm going to work with her image and replace her image instead of that of Jennifer Lopez. So I obviously found the image and then I cropped it because there were trees in the background behind her. Um, and I placed her right over Jennifer Lopez. One of the challenges of this exercise is to keep the proportion, right? Because, like your image, your own photograph may be half the size of JLo, and if you have to scale it up to match the proportion, your image might lose resolution. It will start looking pixelated and ugly. So just make sure that from the start you have high resolution images. Let the person taking a picture of you, excuse me, shoot a nice high resolution image. And that way you won't have resolution problems and pixels. You'll have a big, nice image from the start. Okay, so these proportions work for me because, the size of Kate Middleton versus the size of Jennifer Lopez is more or less the same, so it looks perfectly right. And now I have to clean the problems that I have in the background, right? Because I still see the hair of Jennifer Lopez. I see the hand, which doesn't work anymore because the arm of Kate Middleton is going downwards, holding the purse. So I have to get rid of this arm, I mean the hand on the shoulder of Denzel Washington. I have this part here where I can see through, so I see the hand of Denzel Washington hugging the waist of Jennifer Lopez. So all these details I have to take care of in this exercise. Okay, so starting with this right side here where we can see the hair of Jennifer Lopez, how can we hide that? Okay, so let's consider this background, our background layer. And what I want to do now is take the rectangular marquee tool and make a selection of this edge right here. So something like this much, actually less. So I want to select the edge up until the beginning of the hair. Something like this. Okay. And then Command C, Command V to copy and paste only that section. And that section is actually, I just copied this part from the background image. Now I want to hit Command T to, select it in order to be able to transform it. And all I need to do is make sure that this layer is behind, your own image and above the original image. So Having hit Command T, now hover over this left edge and drag it out until you start hiding everything that has to do with the hair of Jennifer Lopez, and then hit OK. So what we did basically is just take a part of the image of the background, and since it happens to be a blurry background, we can take advantage of that and use it to our benefit, and then stretch out that section, and it still looks natural, right? Okay. From this left side, I don't have any problems, but your own image may. And what you need to do is, again, cut a section from here and then stretch it out, or you can use the clone stamp tool and then copy this effect from the original background layer and then paste it on a new layer so that you hide whatever is showing that shouldn't. I have some problems here. How to fix this waist, the empty space next to the waist of Kate Middleton. How do I do that? What I can do, since it's a small area, I can create a new empty layer, and then using the eyedropper tool by clicking on the letter I, select this gray color or this light blue color, just any color from the background. And then using my brush tool, I can just color this section, obviously on a new layer, because you don't want to ruin your original image. Okay, so on a new layer, increase the size of your brush a bit, and then let's color this section. Okay, maybe I didn't need to color the whole thing, only this part is enough. Okay, and then the rest looks natural, and it continues towards some whiteness here next to the purse. Okay, I still have this section, and it seems to me that on the right side I have this gray and white effect. What I can do again is, just let me make sure I'm doing the right thing. So I can select this much from this edge. Let me go ahead and do that. Up until I reach the arm, the hand, and then unhide my layers, go over the background layer, Command C, Command V to copy that section and paste it, and then Command T, and then drag this out so that we hide the hand of Denzel Washington on Jennifer Lopez's waist. Okay, things are wonderful. I have everything done except for this hand right here, because you know it's not working. Kate Middleton's hand is downwards. So let's see what we can do. Let me zoom in, and I want to basically trace this and erase the hand, starting with the outward part. If I click here, I'm using the polygonal lasso tool, and I want to try to guess visually where the suit ends. So I think I'm doing a good job here. I think this is the shape of the tool. Visually, I'm trying to guess, and I think I'm right. And now I have this part selected. What I can do is use the eyedropper tool again, and then select this black background color from here, and then again create a new layer and use the brush tool, a small brush, to hide these fingers. Okay. Okay. And the next thing I need to do is erase the fingers on the vest. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the eyedropper tool and select a blue color from the vest, and then create a new layer and click B to get to the brush tool. And again, I need a soft brush for this. And I'll start erasing those fingers. So starting from this little one. Okay, so you see that I made a mistake because I'm coloring inside that selection. What I need to do is select inverse to be able to color outside the selection. So let me hit Command Z to go back and go to select inverse. And now everything outside of this elliptical shape has been selected. and I can start applying my brush tool on everything that's outside this shape. So make sure you're on your new layer, your empty layer, and start applying the brush on these fingers. Okay. Okay, so everything looks nice, but there's one more thing we can do. We can draw like a nice diagonal right here to make, obviously the fold of the vest look natural. So first of all, let's deselect the selection by hitting Command D. And now let's draw a diagonal here that will basically show the fold of the vest. So again, let's take the polygonal lasso tool, and I'm working on layer 7, which happens to be the layer that I use to cover the fingers, and just draw, a straight line, a diagonal line, and then take the burn tool, because what we want to do is, since we have this navy blue color, we just want to make this part slightly darker. So click once and drag, and use it, apply it as if you are erasing, and that's it. And deselect by holding down the Command key and the D letter, and we have the nice vest, and we have the proper image of Kate Middleton hiding Jennifer Lopez, and everything looks nice. So I hope you have fun with this exercise, and obviously let me know if you have questions.